A versatile athlete from Dallas, Texas is officially a buff. Jarek Broussard from Bishop Lynch High School. Played all over the place for them at slot receiver, running back, punt returner, kick returner. Averaged 14 yards per touch his senior season there, and they won 12 games. Pretty successful season all around for Bishop Lynch and Broussard. Tyler, with his gold mohawk and his impressive footwork and athleticism, he really stood out at CU's final summer camp, and we were there.
Yeah, a guy that you could tell right away was capable of doing pretty much everything on the football field. Really versatile, as you mentioned, he's going to play a lot of different positions. I think no matter where he ends up for Colorado, he'll make an impact, whether it be special teams, running back, the slot, wide receiver, wherever they decide to do with him. He's going to create mismatch issues for most defenses. So I think he'll be a guy that people think is going to be really fun to watch.
He reminds me a little bit of K.D. Nixon just in terms of his size and versatility. And when I talked to Jarek Broussard about how CU sees him fitting in, it's very similar. They see him kind of as a slot back, a guy that will be in the mix in special teams as well. He said, little Broussard is going to be everywhere. How would you compare him to K.D. Nixon?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, physically, they're very similar. Smaller guy, definitely stout, and he's going to play all over the field and help on special teams, just like KD does. I would say KD probably has a little more top-end speed. Seems like he's maybe a little more aggressive as well. You see in Broussard's film, he steps out of bounds a lot. You'd like to see somebody with that kind of frame try to run people over, make some people miss a little bit more. But that comes with time. I mean, that it's just a highlight tape. We haven't seen really enough out of him. We don't know if that's going to be an issue or not. I just think he's a guy that you're going to try to get him in space, let him go to work.
In terms of his recruitment, he had quite a few other offers. TCU, Houston, and Illinois appear to actually be his top three until he took that summer trip out to Boulder to attend the Buffaloes camp. And then basically CU jumped right to the top of his list. He commits to Darren Chavarini before he leaves. Darian Hagan also obviously instrumental in his recruitment. Kind of an interesting debate, Tyler, with this recruiting cycle and running backs. You've got Deion Smith also in Jarek Broussard here, both signing with Colorado. But then you lose Max Borhe, who sees kind of all these running backs commit, especially Jarek Broussard, a similar skill set in terms of being a versatile guy. And he decides to change his pledge to Washington State. I think CU fans are probably going to keep an anxious eye out in Pullman to see how both these careers go, Broussard and Max Borhe.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. Borhe, 5A Player of the Year in Colorado, obviously a very talented guy coming off an ACL. He's really fun to watch, and I expect him to be really good in college, so it's a bummer that you kind of have to make a choice between one and the other. It'd be nice to have all three of those guys. I think they do have similar skill sets, but you can put them on the field together at different positions and make it really tough on a defense. So we'll see how it goes, but Broussard is definitely nothing to scoff at. He's going to be a good player for us as well.
All right, Jarek Broussard, officially a buff.